Ay. All my guys with me and shit. Sissy W. Yeah. I put the whole team on. Why they tryna hate up on the side? I mean, really put the work on this side. Not worried about it, cause I know that they talk a lot. And we showing in a beam, something bright like a beat. Protection or never stopping us. Wisdom and experience be the only thing I'm seeking. Got to the bag, no, I couldn't stop. I put the whole team on. Why they tryna hate up on the side? I mean, really put the work on this side. Not worried about it, cause I know that they talk a lot. And we showing in a beam, something bright like a beat. Protection or never stopping us. Wisdom and experience be the only thing I'm seeking. Got to the bag, no, I couldn't stop.
Bitch, I'm a champion, look at the ring. Bitch, I'm a champion, look at my wrist. Bitch, I'm a champion, look at the wins. Your bitch took a trip to Michigan, and when she came back, she was different. Call your bitch Curtis, she fucking on mini man. I cannot fuck with these little man. You ain't got money, yo bitch, you got mini man. Go dig a bitch till I fucked and I give it back. You can call God, but I'll sin again. While he was fucking, she hit me, I hit it bad, send it bad. Then Mr. Call, then they hit it bad. Forgot the bitch, I be running laps. Oops. Sorry, not sorry, ho. Bitch, I'm a dog, ain't got time for all that. I ain't got time for the shit. Time confidential, don't ask about shit. Just know what I'm doing, it's making them bricks. Ignoring my classes, I'm making it hit. Shit, if I was you know, I'd be taking the shit. Shitting on bitches, kept thinking I'm sitting and not stacking bricks. I don't take L's, only win. I'm undefeated, how be? Making you bitches look weak. All of you bitches need seats. Drag you to hell, cause that's where we gon' be. Actually, nah, we gon' be at the top. Putting it up for my dogs. Putting it up for my dogs.
Put the whole team on. Why they tryna hate up on the side? I mean, really put the work on this side. Not worried about it, cause I know that they talk a lot. And we showing in a beam, something bright like a beat. Protection or never stopping us. Wisdom and experience be the only thing I'm seeking. Got to the bag, no, I couldn't stop. I put the whole team on. Why they tryna hate up on the side? I mean, really put the work on this side. Not worried about it, cause I know that they talk a lot. And we showing in a beam, something bright like a beat. Protection or never stopping us. Wisdom and experience be the only thing I'm seeking. Got to the bag, no, I couldn't stop. Shout out to BD on the keys, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everyone rocking with the new tracks and all that stuff. Welcome back to another extended Starcast report. As always, MC333 back at it again with another one. You know how it goes. Let's see. Let's get right into it. We gonna go straight into it right here, starting off the week. Obviously, it's Moon Day right now, aka Monday. Ruled by the moon. The day of the week ruled by the moon is a time for reflection, time for introspection, things of that nature. Right. So around these times, and it's normal as above, so below. I'm sure you think about the week a little bit more on Mondays compared to Friday. You know, when we're facing the week and we're ending the week. So, of course, you can just see that for yourself, regardless of me telling you that it's Moon Day, that you reflect a little bit more on your week on Mondays. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So they know they've it's just that's the correspondence. But with that being said, we ended off this Monday here. Of course, we usually do these Sundays. We hear Monday, and that's okay. And with that being said, we ended off, the week end. I'm starting the week off with the moon in Pisces. I pretty much covered the weekend, so, not too worried about that. You can go check out the moon in Aquarius, little transit report. You got some shorts up there, and then we have our last week's Starcast report. We got into a little bit of the moon in Aquarius. And we did mention that, we're ending off the week here with the moon in Pisces, which is cool. Which is a good energy. I like that moon in Pisces on a Monday. It's more so, I feel like it's reflecting on, spiritual, creative type things around this time. Pisces doing the 12th house is real crown chakra, spiritual connection, your connection to the cosmos, divine, and other things that you're aware, the unseen forces, let's just say, the subconscious realm, right? So around the moon in Pisces, it's more, focused on that type of stuff. And it's really, that's why they call it, the rose-colored glasses transit, and you could be a little delusional around this time too. But, the delusion is good at a percentage as well, because we have to kind of believe in that delusion in order for us to act on certain things, right? Because everything is a delusion in a sense until it becomes manifest, right? So we can say it's delusional or not, but it exists within the mind already, so it's not really delusional. People may hear that and say, well, it's delusional because it's not seen, right? But obviously, when we're getting into conversations like this, you guys understand correspondence, right? So, yeah, there's things that are unseen, but there's things that can still play out as forces and things of that nature. So, with that being said, just like the subconscious, a lot of these things that you're acting out right now is subconscious habits, subconscious natures that you naturally been built on, etc. So even when you go into creativity, like that's you expressing your subconscious, whatever you've been, traumas, experiences, things that you consume, watch, listen to, etc. gets played out through your consciousness. So everything that you listen to and consume throughout your day gets stored within the subconscious, and that's what gets played out during this time, like when the moon is in Pisces. You're just comfortable on acting on these things. Sun in Scorpio, go deep with that. It's a trine here, so it's a comfortable transit in terms of actions and reactions and things of that nature. So as we move forward here, this is good. So we're kind of just really going into the Sunday a little bit more creative, a little bit more imaginative, more mental and things of that nature. Around that, more imagination. Creative type, Neptunian energy here. Even towards maybe even understanding, like really feeling comfortable with your dreams and, those delusions or fantasies that you, yet manifest or have manifested, right? And this is you getting the emotional comfortability to actually embrace these dreams and understand what actions to take to, usher in this transformation, to make these dreams a reality, which cause powerful transformations. So it's like, which actions, do you need to take to get more power and control over your dreams, etc., or your creativity, or your faith, belief, or imagination, etc. With that being said, we move into, this is the end of this transit, so we're just going to go into Tuesday here as we move into the 12th. So, okay, this is actually, okay, hold on one second. This is actually Tuesday. So right now, but we're still in this energy here. So this is the end. We're going into Tuesday with this energy right here. So that's universal. So this is like this. Okay. Okay, so this is tomorrow midday. So right now, we're in this energy too. We're gonna go into this energy with this moon in Pisces as well. We're gonna go into this Tuesday with that energy, right? Midday Tuesday. As we go into Wednesday, we go into moon in Aries, and so this is Tuesday into Wednesday. Moon in Aries. This will likely be. That was 4 a.m. So when you wake up Tuesday, moon will likely be in Aries for Tuesday morning here. So this will give us a little bit more energy here Tuesday and Wednesday to kind of get off our ass, get some stuff done, put in the work. It's a very motivative type time. With the moon here, we're more comfortable to put in a little bit of extra work. Take initiative a little bit here. With Mercury, you're kind of comfortable with communicating that as well. So it's a good kind of energy to kind of put in that extra work, go that extra mile here. If you need to push through, get something done. Now that like these 2 days, Tuesday, Wednesday is a good time to do so. A little bit of Thursday as well. So with the moon in Aries, we do run into, we do have, like I said, the trine to Mercury is going to be spectacular for you as well, to utilize that energy to actually communicate that initiative that you're comfortable that you want to take. If you need to, you need to step it up. Like now is the time to say something and start speaking and communicating where you've been. You haven't had initiative, you'll likely see some more of the collective step into that initiative energy Tuesday, Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that, and make sure to utilize that energy where people, feel comfortable to actually talk and express themselves. because the moon in Scorpio, everything's in the dark. No one wants to express themselves. This is going to be a good energy to utilize the energy of speaking. The godly energy of words and being seen and things of that nature. We go into the moon sextile Jupiter here, which I like, because the moon in Aries gives us that comfortable initiative to, sextile gives us opportunity. So with the opportunity to Jupiter, this actually gives us a comfortability to spark certain conversations for ourselves here. We're emotionally comfortable to spark certain conversations, and these conversations, it may not be certain, it may not be that particularly, but discussing certain experiences, you taking the initiative to discuss certain experiences and actually communicate certain experiences, and you may get new ideas in that, just doing that in itself. That may not be so much of a burden. With Gemini here, it's more of a lighter energy. So you may have initiative to actually discuss a past experience, especially with Gemini being retrograde. It may be a past or previous experience that you may emotionally feel comfortable with discussing right now. Maybe something didn't go well in the past, or something fell out in the past with possibly maybe your relationships. Aries is opposite Libra, so it could have something to do with your relationships that can affect you directly right now. You're feeling that, so now you're taking the step to discuss it, and that's the opportunity. You have the opportunity to discuss it, so don't be shy and actually talk about it right now. Opportunities can be a lesson as well. You can learn a lot from them, but typically it's good energy. So keep that in mind. We're gonna move forward here as we move through. That's just the two little aspects we got with this moon in Aries right now. And then, as we know, with the moon in Aries, guys, it's cardinal fire. So this is that initiative. This is the initiation. It's that emotional initiation to where you have initiative and you feel a little bit more spark. A little bit more confident in terms of the actions you've been taking and how you've been ushering in your personal transformation. And you're noticing where that can give you a little bit, where that's giving you a little bit more power and control in your life. And that's confirming certain actions, right? So keep that in mind. So with the moon in Aries, we're going to be reacting and responding in the way of cardinal fire, the initiator, or taking initiative, right? Stepping up to the plate in some way, shape, or form, going the extra mile, getting the work done that's been on the back burner, right? That's that. Sun in Scorpio, it's going to be towards your personal transformations and the actions you've been taking that been either causing or affecting the personal transformation, whether positive or negative in your life. You'll know, okay, which actions to change or which actions to keep taking. That's been like a confirmation for you. That's actually been giving you a little bit more power and control over your situation and how you appear to be, etc. Your sun, your career, which is often related to that directly. So we're gonna move forward into Wednesday, Thursday here as we go into end off this Aries transit. Moving into Thursday, we're going to be ending off this Aries transit and stepping into the full moon in Taurus, which is Thursday into Friday. It's not going to peak until Friday. Friday afternoon on the East Coast. If you're on the East Coast, Friday afternoon, it's not going to peak then. Midday. Whether you see the full moon, it'll probably be daytime. For the actual peak, but that night Friday night you should be able to see it pretty full as well. So with that being said, guys, we also have the full moon this week too, which is Thursday, Friday, and it's peaking Friday. But we have the moon entering Taurus here, opposite Scorpio here, opposite the sun on Thursday, going into Thursday. So Jupiter Day and Venus Day, we have the full moon in Taurus. Obviously, this is going to be a portal that's open, so it's an energy window that is open for quite a few days, I'd say. With this energy, at least like from now to with the 11/11 as well. So it's a lot of energy focusing on ourselves and the path that we create for ourselves and others. With that 11/11 energy, so there's a lot that we're focused on in terms of personal transformation, lacking control, etc. What desires have been taking us through these, rougher personal transformations, Pluto, that, we no longer want to go to or want to ascend from, etc., from the Scorpion to the Phoenix, right? That's going to be a very, very significant time, just because with this whole week right now, that energy is going to be here, right? So you're really focusing you're really looking at your life and your actions, right? And how that also affects others. With 11, you got to remember, 1 is the energy of you and your individuality. 11 is is the energy of on a collective level, how you relate your individuality to others. So it's a very big time during this entire week, right? Focusing in things happening, circumstances and situations to where you're really seeing how you relate to other people, and what actions, maybe where you have control or where you don't have control, like where you lack control, and things of that nature. And that, you may be seeing that right now just because of this 11/11 energy. And then with the full moon here, opposite Scorpio, it's going to be a very big emphasis on your practical foundation, or just more so your understanding. This is like, for those, for the esoterics out there, it's a very big understand, like mental understanding, emotionally, to where you're kind of comfortable. It's not really emotional understanding, but it's like you're comfortable in the way of understanding that some things aren't for you, taking actions with some people, places, and things may not be for you, and which actions does benefit you or offer you a solid foundation, etc. It's really, it's really getting comfortable with acting on your value system. Like, that's really what it is. So it's like it's an uncomfortable thing as a whole, because it's like you've developed a new, like a little bit of a new value system here, or your value system is being really illuminated during this time, to where you really have to focus on the things you do and don't value, because that alone dictates your actions, and that alone is what's bringing you through these personal transformations, whether positive or negative. So it's really mentally understanding practically, like, listen, I gotta change the way I value this, that, the third. Like, this is not doing me well, etc. And that's really what it is. And then with the sun here, we had Mercury in Scorpio a little bit before, like earlier this month. But with Mercury in Sag, it's really brainstorming and understanding that, like, especially Jupiter here in Gemini, like in retrograde. You really have the time to reassess your experiences and the ideas that you've had, and understanding the experiences that you want to go through, right? And which experiences are actually enjoyable to you with Jupiter and Gemini here. So, because that alone, that joy and that prosperity, when you can enjoy enjoy talking about the experiences you go through, and things of that nature, and understanding the lesson of it, that alone will bring you that Jupiterian abundance right now, in terms of resources, new experiences, etc. New faith, and even new convictions towards your religion and spirituality, things of that nature. Getting comfortable with talking about it now again a little bit more, understanding why it's important to talk about it. So the just based upon you may have not incorporating it before, etc. So a lot of those things are direct correspondence, right? Because the Jupiterian is talking about the experiences. Mercury in Sag is quick-witted, freedom of expression. Sag is ruled by Jupiter, so oftentimes it can have to do with the faith, the religion, the belief. Here as well, it's an exploration. It's really the exploration of communication. That's literally the gist of it, right? And you're exploring your mental, and it's giving you a different level of analysis to understand, your value system right now with this whole full moon. So you'll feel this energy because it's the full moon in Taurus. You'll feel this particular energy like all week, to where you just keep continuing to understand different levels of, what's important for you to communicate, different levels of experiences, right? And you understand, okay, where you may lack or have power and control, what actions to take to continue solidifying this, to materialize your value system, etc. Acting on values is what causes, like, your Saturnian energy, pretty much, right? Look at Saturn and Capricorn. You gotta have a value system, Taurus, to then create a routine, which is Virgo, to then create a status or have a status or be known for something, aka Capricorn. But that's what's going on right now. So you have to have a value system, aka first, just long story short, you have to have a value system first in order to be known for something, right? Which is obvious. Because you guys, you know that. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. Just something you may not remember, etc. Just reminding you. So, with that being said, that's a very big energy right now. And then with the sun here, you understand which actions been taking you through these personal transformations, etc. You're psychologically understanding what actions to take based upon this new or illuminated value system. What you've been valuing that hasn't been a benefit, or what you've been valuing that has been, and what you need to continue to act on, etc. To offer you, higher levels of stability. And this is all in alignment as well with Pluto and Capricorn. This is where you're gonna get power and control when you understand your value system. There's like levels of shit, ascension, like 1 through 12 with the zodiac signs. It's like, imagine if there's no like higher or lower, nothing is more greater than the other, but it starts at 1 and goes through 12 for like a reason. Like we go through that same 1 through 12 cycle. You know what I'm saying? So when you kind of can understand that, you know how to understand the energies, like what you're developing right now. So some of you guys, obviously, based on how long you've been doing this, what shifts you've been catching, the full moon right here with Taurus is not just illuminating your value systems. It may illuminate your whole foundation. Maybe for some people, you may have understand or solidified your value system so much to where that's already been materialized and you're already known for that. So this full moon may just illuminate that all. You illuminate your foundation, bring you more resources, bring you more stability, bring you more material earnings, value, money, etc. All of that right now, material possessions. So yeah, that's all second house. All second house stuff, right? And you only get that now because you understood your value systems. And the people who will see that understand exactly what I'm talking about. You've probably seen it before because you understand your values. You stood on your own values. That's why you have a foundation the way you do. And that's why you've been materializing the way you do, because you were able to stay on that. You had to have that fixated understanding. This is why fixed energy is important to even materialize anything. You have to be stable in that. You have to be steadfast and stubborn within your value systems for something to accumulate and represent that in the physical world, because things take time to materialize in the flesh. So you have to understand, when you have an idea and you're solid and your value system solid, to stick with that, because that will, if that value system is in alignment with you, then that will materialize later down the line, depending on how much work it may need to be, how much energy work that may need to be put into that for it to be materialized, etc. So that's a little bit about the full moon here into Friday and Thursday. That's going to be a very big energy. We'll read a little bit about the transits and aspects. We have the quincunxus in conjunction to Mercury in Sag here. So see, your value, understanding this value system right now, like illuminating your value system, communicating about that right now may be like a little off to other people. Like you may feel like this freedom of expression, like this, and I need to stand on this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and everyone gonna be like, listen, motherfucker, you don't need to be like, all right, cool, go do that on your own time. You know what I'm saying? So if you notice that energy, like that's that. Like you may notice just the receptivity being a little off. Mercury in Sag is really quick-witted. Your communication may not stick the way you're trying to get it to stick and all that. So just do what you got to do. Discuss and talk with who you need to, who you value. Once again, this misunderstanding will probably happen for those. Yeah, it can happen to all, but maybe more likely for those who may not have the right people to discuss your value system with. Then there may be like a misunderstanding with what you're communicating, but that's the only thing that I can really see. Because if whoever you're speaking with is in alignment with you, they understand you, they've spoken to you before, they maybe a little spiritual, etc. You tapped in. Even if there is a misunderstanding, that can be communicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's fine. That's fine. So with the moon in the moon right here, so we're gonna be trying Venus, the full moon. Trine Venus in Capricorn. Oh, this is lovely. So as I said, all in alignment with that Pluto energy, guys, in Capricorn, power and control, like I was saying, where you lack or where you have, and let that be your confirmation in to what you will or what you are upholding, as well with Pluto in Capricorn. And then with the, was it trine? Yes, with the trine to Venus, I like this because we flow here. There's this our value system right? This understanding with the full moon illuminating our value systems, our finances, our material possessions, how we accumulate material possessions, how much we value certain material possessions, etc. It's gonna be in alignment to our relationships right now. Very interesting. So like there may be during this full moon, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, specifically those them days, there may be a lot of harmony. You know, maybe new friendships, new relationships. If you're in the dating scene, this is kind of good. Meet new partners, etc. That can be of benefit to what you want to uphold or your status in the future, in the long run, right? So around this time, based upon this new value system or this your values in general, like I said, like this trines can play out for its ease, so it can play out for the worse or for the good. So I don't think this is all good, that's for sure. But the trine right here, right? So Venus understanding, well, Taurus understanding your values. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so this is a real comfortable thing right here. Your values and your relationships, you understand what people, places, and things like who you relate to, that does or doesn't serve you. Long story short, is in alignment to what you want to uphold or what you want to be known for or seen with as a whole. There's going to be separation with relationships, aka business partners, and I can get into friendships and maybe intimate relationships as well. There may be a separation or a release in this area based upon them not being in alignment with your status or what you want to uphold or what you want to put out, how you want to be seen. 10th house. So be mindful of that. There's something here in terms of, and it's very easy. Like, this is not something that's going to be hard for you. The trine is going to be easy. That's why whether you have to cut someone off, whether something is not beneficial for you, a person, a place, or a thing, relatability, how you relate. So this could be substance abuse, a person that may be toxic to you, or a place you go, etc. That that you relate to. That's relatable. Maybe in your neighborhood, locality, etc. That may be a benefit to give you more stability because you value this thing. This is why you go there. So you see that and why it offers a positive transformation. You may see something come up around this time regarding that specifically. Maybe you don't have a place to go, but maybe you found a place to go. And that's like, now you're realizing why you should go to this place, because it solidifies this new value, this value system that you want to stand on, because you understand your power, your personal transformation, your own personal journey, where you get more power and control, etc. in your life, right? Over what actions, that action, you doing that action, going to that place of faith or whatever, I don't know, wherever it is that you relate to, going to that creative thing, workspace, going to that library, going there and staying disciplined on that is in alignment to your value system. And that going there offers you positive transformation. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you to realize. So this is what's going to give you, so what's going to solidify your status, where you could find more power and control, because that's what's emotionally fulfilling you. That's what is emotionally giving you up, filling up your cup, right? Your esoteric waters and things of that nature. So when your esoteric waters are filled, you can act quicker, you can act more swift, you can act confident, right? You have a little bit more energy to and more awareness to act, right, as a whole, when you understand something is actually benefiting you, etc. Right? When you have the clarity to know this is helping and this is harming, right? So with that being said, so we have the trine there. So the trine, like I said, it's going to get illuminated. What relationships, people, places, and things aren't in alignment with your values, right? Simple. And emotionally, you're going to know. Emotionally, you'll know. Like, you'll know who and what you've been relating to that, you either want to uphold, you want in alignment. Like you may meet new connections during this Venus and Capricorn transit that you know is in alignment during this full moon during this week, this full moon week that you know is in alignment. So you're meeting new connections, new business partners, etc. If you're single, new relationships that you know can help your status, your career, right? What you want to do for the long term, foundation, stability, discipline, etc. Whatever your discipline on that you stick to and you do, your relationships, who you meet this week will help you do that, right? Or you come into alignment this week, in terms of based upon your internal value system, will help you do that. And then we have the moon square Mars. So with the moon square Mars during this full moon, it has a square to Leo. So with the moon in Taurus, if you are a Taurus sun moon, maybe even include rising too. If you're a Taurus sun moon or rising, Leo sun moon rising, any fixed sign to be honest, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Aquarius. That's why air. Of course, the air sign I was thinking long to think about. Fucking air, far away as hell. Where the fucking Aquarius? Jesus. Okay. Okay. So that's some fun. That's like real life synchronicity right there, y'all. Real life alignment. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius thoughts. Aquarius thoughts. You'll never really know unless they act like want to tell you they fuck with you. You'll never know. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Okay. So moon. Let's see. So the moon square Mars. So yeah, there's like I said, for fixed sign, the illumination of the full moon. For Scorpios, this is opposite you. This is opposing you. So emotionally relating, like understanding your value system. It's your season here, so I think you'll be relatively a little bit more comfortable with the full moon here. But this is really just going to illuminate your value systems based upon all the actions that you've been doing, either wasting your time or it's been beneficial and things have been accumulating and you've been solidifying your values and your material possessions, understanding how to leverage certain material possessions based upon where you want to go, based upon your personal transformation. So I think it's been your season, so I think this is going to be pretty understanding, straightforward for you, Scorpio. If it's uncomfortable and you're feeling very emotional and like you're distraught and all that, because obviously full moons can be like that for some, just get grounded. And what I mean by that, I don't mean like the nonchalant get grounded. No, like there's things, man. Get practical. Sit with yourself. Understand. I think when I say get grounded, put yourself in isolation. And I'm like being dead ass. Put yourself. If you really don't understand your value system, and what you value more or less, what you want to put out, what you want to be known for, how you want to be seen, what's true to you as a Scorpio, you need to put yourself in isolation. You've been just too distracted. You've just been too distracted. You need isolation to go within, to understand what you want to put out. You know what I'm saying? As within, so without. Sample. Taurus, this is going to be conjunct, right? So conjunct, the moon is just conjunct, if you're Taurus, sun, moon, ascendant, it's conjunct your rising, it's conjunct your sun, it's conjunct your moon, how you react and respond, your sun, in your mother, and, emotions and mother figure, your son, your career, your father, and your actions, your rising, how people see you, right? So, and what you put out. Let's see. So just with that being said, like Taurus, it's a very big emphasis, right? The sun, obviously the sun is opposing you right now. So with the sun opposing you, the actions that you've been taking this month as a whole may have felt a little uncomfortable. There's been a lot of deep understanding, psychologically and just personally, where you have control, and where you don't have control. You may have realized a lot of things in areas in your life that you haven't been like standing on in terms of values, and not even values, but your actions. Like there's certain actions that you've had to do, Taurus, that you haven't been doing, and that's why you lack power and control right now in certain areas of your life. If you're, for the Taurus sun moon, or ascendants, make sure you guys go check out where you have Scorpio in your chart. That'll be significant. That's likely the area you've been lacking power and control. That's all. If you're looking for a reading, just hit the email. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, guys, for my Tauruses. Y'all will be good. Words of advice. Just look at your actions. You understand your values because you're a Taurus. You're conjunct. You know what you want to stand on, and you know what you don't want to stand on. So with that being said, why even waste any time, right? You're a Taurus. You have practical understanding. That you born with that gift. You know. So even if which it could be a curse, because that means you may lack values. You may not even know your values as a Taurus. So you may need to put yourself in isolation, like use the opposite energy. You know what I'm saying, to get to know yourself. So there's that Scorpio energy here, where you have to maybe look at you got to utilize the sun in Scorpio, where you got to look at your actions and see if it's in alignment with your values and what bullshit you've been going through that hasn't been like unaligned or not aligned with your values. That's why you're distraught or emotionally can't convey yourself, or as a spirit, you're just not emotionally there. You may be day to day, you're not inspired day to day, and you have no enthusiasm. That's where all these things come from, y'all. Like, it's all just spiritual shit that you be doing and not acting on, and be too distracted. We miss shifts, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We live like nowadays, 21st century. People live life on autopilot. You gotta be aware, step into the body again. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of as a whole what you have to do as a Taurus. Right, and depending on, where you are spiritually, more or less, you may already know. Full moon for you might be very good, and it likely may feel like it may feel very good for those who've been in alignment and things of that nature. Obviously, it may be menstrual time for the divine feminine and things of that nature. So, just be mindful of that. But right now, for those who've been in alignment and taking the proper actions, Taurus, it's the full moon here is illuminating your emotions. It's making you feel totally fulfilled and grateful for what you have and the material possessions you have, because the actions you took has ushered in this powerful personal transformation that is so seen from you. The sun is your solar plexus, your individuality. You've seen why you've had to have this value system, why you've had to do these actions and put this work in terms of your actions. Be a little cutthroat, maybe cut off certain people. Man, that's hard for you, Taurus. Taurus, that's hard for you. You know what I'm saying? Realize this shit. That's hard. You ruled by Venus. So as a Taurus, you know what I'm saying? You people, relatability, business, partnerships, intimate relationships, friendships, you all used to that. Y'all can have that like this. Y'all, that's like blink of an eye. Y'all don't even need to try. Y'all have friends. You know what I'm saying? It's not having friends that's the problem. That's what's tough, right? And you're like, fuck, if I don't, because you understand network, you understand people, resources, you understand the benefit of the power of human resource. That's the thing Scorpio lacks. You guys are opposite. That's what I'm trying to say. So learn from the actions. Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? You learn from the internal realm, right? The understanding, the practical understanding, the material, the real world, the resources, right? So it's different things, different polarities. So sometimes for you, cutting off people is a little tough. Separating from things are a little tough. Knowing that you stung yourself is a little bit of a harsh realization. Sometimes you can't swallow that. Scorpio swallows that all the damn time. That's what they always go through. That's why they're always probably more isolated compared to being with people, because they understand certain things. They understand certain people. It ain't even about having certain people. But Taurus understands it ain't about being isolated all the time. You gotta have resources. You know what I'm saying? But we all do this. We all have the ability to be a little Taurus, to be a little bit of Scorpio, to be a little bit of Sag and this and that. We all have all those energies within us. You know what I'm saying? That's why understanding your health system is important, and knowing which area of life this is gonna hit for you personally in your own life is important. Because what I'm talking about is collective. So now that we're moving forward, and this is a little bit of a longer transit because I'm talking about because we got the full moon. So that's why I'm kind of really stretching it out for this video. Guys, so next would be Leo. So Leo is Leo, this is squaring you for my Leo sun, moon, and risings. This full moon here is square for you as well. With Leo though, it's very interesting because it's a mental understanding. Because it's a mental understanding towards levels of expression. Because Leo deals with setting the stage. Because Leo deals with setting the stage. Leo deals with self-expression. Leo deals with humor. Leo deals with strength, courage. All them good things. You know what I'm saying? All them powerful things. You know what I'm saying? Real lion. You know what I'm saying? Fierce to be reckoned with. You know? King of the jungle, they say. But the fixed signs guys are very powerful. I like to big up all my fixed signs. But listen, Leo guys, for you this is a square, so be mindful. Be mindful. Squares, when I say squares for you and Aquarius, this is squaring off energy. So if this doesn't play out for you personally, internally, this can play out directly, especially as a Leo, just because you're born a Leo, it may manifest just real world scenario and drama. You know what I'm saying? For you. So so with this being said, it's like a mental understanding emotionally. But emotionally right here, it's making you realize the importance of understanding your values, and your values is more so related to how much you should express yourself to people, because you're understanding that certain people may not deserve your expression, may not deserve to hear from you, so silence may be better. Like you're understanding through personal transformation, which the sun is taking you through your actions right now, this whole month of November, end of October, the actions you've been taking is so that you understand how much to express and set the stage for others, right? Just based upon that. So with that being said, like the square energy, be mindful of squaring off directly with Tauruses, because the moon is here. Taurus may be comfortable in just squaring off with you for some reason. So if you run into some confrontation around this energy, you may not know that this person is a Taurus, and they may not necessarily be a Taurus, but they can be utilizing that energy. But it could be very likely that they are a Taurus and they're playing out that energy. As I say, these energies play out through us as spirits and bodies, so it can very much be a Taurus that you square off with. You may not even know, and it could just be based upon how you're expressing yourself, and how they're interpreting your way of expressing, like your way of expression. So they may be like, the fuck this nigga talking? And then you may be like, the fuck this guy say? And then Leo, you gonna go off like, bitch. And then boom, like a scenario like that. Like that can actually play out right now. So just be mindful. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's our 4-day window roughly. So around that time for my Leos, that's what I would say. Especially Mars. Mars here. Oh fuck me. Mars. With Mars is in Leo right now. Remember guys, Mars is with that being said, Mars being the god of war, Mars is definitely not really playing around here. Scorpio and Aries ruled by Mars. So obviously Mars can deal with a little bit of aggression. Because Mars is in Leo. Someone saying something to you here, Leo, you can act on that. You express something. Because Mars is here, you have the, let's say you have the flaming sword, right? You have the motherfucking torch. You know what I'm saying? So, don't get yourself in a situation, like don't get yourself in a sticky situation because because someone said something to you, or may have missed or may understood what you said to them. Yeah. Emotionally misunderstood what you said to them. Especially because Leo is fire deals with emotion. How you express that they didn't take that the way, like, they like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, mentally, it didn't click. Like, the way they seen you express it, whether it was the whole facial expression, your demeanor, how you said it, did not click in their mental understanding. You know what I'm saying? Logically. And they're like, why the fuck did you say that like that? And then all of a sudden you like, bitch. And then because Mars is here, that's gonna just like trigger. That may just trigger you, and then you may blow up. So don't blow up, Leo. Leo, don't blow up. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, though, what people, places, and things, values, material possessions you may need to let go of or solidify, just based upon certain actions that you've been taking, or what you deem as what you deem fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? So based upon what gives you a level of fulfillment, what you would like to stand on emotionally, what pretty much let's just kind of really focus on that. More so, more or less, you mean the frustration, the friction. Focus on the focus on your positive values. The values that bring you the stability, that solidify your actions, right? That continue to usher a positive personal transformation. Stay focused on that, because anything else will take more of your esoteric energy and focus it on over there, on the negative aspects of Taurus, on your negative values that's been taking you through negative personal transformations. So you may value certain people, places, and things that you've been acting on for the worst, like for your own worst transformation, and that's you realizing you've been stinging yourself in the butt this whole time. Be a how long? That may have been how long, but you're realizing it now though. You know what I'm saying? Because of just this transit, this energy. So with that being said, guys, that's pretty much, you know what, that's pretty much it though. We're going into Saturday, and with the moon in Taurus still. So Saturday will be midday. Saturday we're gonna get into the moon in Gemini, and then Sunday we're gonna be moving into Sunday we'll be moving into the moon in Gemini as well. So this is good. I'm gonna just break this down a little bit. So with the sun in Gemini, sun in Scorpio, moon in Gemini here. This is really like, we're gonna be it's a very interesting dynamic. I come up with these titles, but the moon here, we're gonna be reacting and responding in the way of mutable air, fixated water, right? This is the emotional adaptability of personal transformation, right? This is the emotional understanding, and really emotional communication of your transformation. So this can really be, after this full moon, guys, like Sunday, Saturday, this can really be discussing and talking about like new ideas, new experiences that you are talking about, right? That Jupiter here, conjunct Jupiter, you're really talking about these new experiences or past experiences that really fulfilled you, that you may want to experience again, that is in alignment to this personal transformation. So you want to continue doing those experiences. Like, you may talk about those things right now. It's maybe just really big on that right now. It's more light. Discussions are really easy. You're really understanding where you want to go. Communication and analysis isn't tough right now. It's very playful and back and forth with people. This may be a good time for like power conversations, masterminds, group settings, and things of that nature. Group conversations and idea dialogue. That may be good around this time, as you can bounce. You guys are all going to be very comfortable to bounce back and forth with ideas. And just ways of understanding your personal transformation, ways of understanding the actions you've been taking, and which actions has been beneficial to you and which has been harmful, like all in all. So with that being said, this is going to be a good week, guys. It's going to be a very powerful week. We got a lot of energies and a lot of shifts going down right now. So with that being said, seen in the unseen we are, guys. I hope you navigate the esoteric water steady, surf the currents, and all that good stuff. I think we didn't touch on Aquarius. That's the last sign we need to touch on for this full moon. And in terms of Aquarius, it's going to be squaring you guys as well. Just thinking about anything else with Gemini. We're going to come back to this Gemini energy. But in terms of Aquarius, with this full moon, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this 5-day portal, maybe you could say starts around Wednesday. But Aquarius, this is squaring you guys, and really the square to Taurus is very interesting, right? So as I broke down the Sun Moon ascendants, but for example, if you're a Sun Aquarius, right, the full moon is going to really illuminate your actions, right? The actions that you've been taking. Need some bev there. Yeah, so it's going to be illuminating the actions that you've been taking. A lot of that. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So, for you, with your Sun in Aquarius, and the moon here, you feel a way. You're going to be feeling a way towards the actions that you've been taking, right? And the way you're going to be feeling is really understanding that what actions you've been taking has been beneficial to you. You know, the Sun being your career, you can be thinking a lot about network and associations, and which networks and associates have been beneficial to your career, which ones you want to continue acting on or be seen with or around, together with, etc. And it's a very big understanding right now because you are emotionally kind of it's with the moon here. It's because you may not be a direct moon in Taurus, but with the collective moon here, it's gonna all put us in this emotion, this collective emotion. You're gonna feel specifically differently about it because you're gonna likely have a different moon sign. If you have a Taurus moon, perfect. But you may feel differently towards this understanding because you likely have a different moon sign, and this is specific to each individual. But this understanding that you're gonna be getting emotionally, how you interpret this understanding, is gonna make you realize what networks, what changes may need to be made to certain associations and certain networks, certain communities, etc. So you may be very keen right now on understanding who and what you want to be associated with and around during this entire little week and a half period. And that is going to make you realize what actions you should be taking for yourself to get, power and control over your own foundation, over your own values, based upon your understanding, because certain associations may have been hindering certain personal growth, like personal growth or personal transformation, may hindering you or where you get power and control in certain areas of your life. So there's a level of possible separation from certain connections, networks, associates, or communities, right? And it could appear as radical changes. Like all of a sudden now you just, fuck, I don't like those guys. You know what I'm saying? and you gone. Or it's the opposite. Oh, those are my people. Dope. You know what I'm saying? And you go in open arms and all that. Because you just understand a different level of understanding, like and then this understanding is going to give you this level of knowing, like, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to act on, this is what I want as my career, my Sun, if I'm a Sun Aquarius. If you're rising, this is how I want to appear, this is what I want to put out. Your moon here is how I want to feel, this is what I want to value, this is what I want my internal world to be built upon. You know what I'm saying? So that's for my aquas out there. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go back real quick into this Gemini energy, and just to finish this off, I think, how long are we in, guys? Okay, yeah, about an hour in. This is good. Perfect. So we're going to just end off here with the Gemini energy. And with this being said, I'm just going to run into some aspects here real quick as we end off the week and end off the weekend going to next week. We have the moon oppose Mercury. So yeah, this is Gemini energy oppose Mercury here. So you know how you feel. You may feel comfortable to talking about these ideas and things of that nature. Long story short, they ain't ready to be spoken about. You know what I'm saying? Chill, chill. You know what I'm saying? You may have these new ideas. You may have these new ideas, these new good ideas, and all of a sudden you just, yo, I got this idea. Chill. So with that being said, yeah, just sit down with that. Just sit down with that. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. It's just the 4-degree orb. It's just gonna feel like it makes sense. Earth energy, practical. It's gonna feel like it makes sense to just tell this person about this idea. It may, it may, it may not though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your own discernment there on that one. So with that being said, we go into the conjunction with Jupiter. This is good. Oh yeah, see all these. So it may be good. It may be good to talk. You know what I'm saying? Depending if it's a fresh idea or if it's an idea that's been around. But this right here, this conjunction, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of energy for you to want to talk. With the conjunction to Jupiter in Gemini, this okay, so this could be a past idea. This could be a past idea that you just want to talk about. But how you talk, yes, and we got into this, and how you talk about this past idea, it just may not sit right with people. Whoever you're talking about this with, it just may not sit right. It may not sit right. It may not, their facial expression, how they feel towards it, it just may just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, just be mindful of that. That's all. Which ain't shit. So, if there's like I said, you should be talking to these people if they understand, because whatever miscommunication can be understood, can be communicated clearly, can be worked through. If they're people that you shouldn't be telling your grand ideas to, then yeah, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Square, we have the square to Saturn, so yeah, see, so discussing all these fucking ideas and feeling emotionally comfortable about these ideas is just gonna square Saturn. It's gonna remind you that nigga, you gotta have some discipline and like be careful who you talking about all your dreams and fantasies and things of that nature. Your delusions and all that. You know what I'm saying? Creativity, creative dreams. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King, I had a dream. So just be careful with that. Like it's square into Saturn, so Saturn may just sit your ass down and just say, listen, before you go talk about all this stuff, just make sure you have the foundation. Make sure you have the discipline. Make sure you're known for this dream. Make sure you turn this idea into a dream and become known for it, and then go talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much what's going down. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Sebsy 333. We back at it again. Peace out, man. Stars, y'all stay shining. So, if you guys are trying to get your life right, go through, walk with the stars, walk in alignment. Go ahead and qualify for the program and see if you do qualify, and we can see if we can do something for you through our program. If not, don't hesitate to join our community of like minds. We have a beautiful community here. We're growing and establishing ourselves as creatives here, and don't hesitate to tap in with a lot of resources. Build your online business and build out your creativity, digital footprint. So, with that being said, get in there. Those are the resources for you. Don't hesitate to check out the new music. Shout out to everyone running up the music, and I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, genuinely. So I'll catch everyone on the flip side. Y'all stay star walking, stay sharp, and I'll see y'all soon. Boom, boom, boom.